Hello, everybody. Welcome back to One Crit Blunders. Now, today you may be noticing that we are short a few people. They are doing some weird things, and we'll get to that in the game. Tonight, we're going to focus on those who have made it in today, and we're going to put them through their paces today. And we're going to go right through, and we're going to introduce them. And starting off our little introductory, let's go with Amanda. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I should prepare these intros better beforehand. Shit, I'm always the first one.
Well, who are you playing tonight, and what podcast do you represent?
I am playing Mary Cooper, the group's artificer / healer, I think is how she's going to end up being. We'll see. I represent a podcast called Multiclass Theater. You can find us on Twitter at MCTPod or multiclasstheater.com or a few other places. We're on Facebook too.
Right on.
We're fantastic.
Y'all, with Multiclass Theater, do y'all have anything new or fun that's going on that people need to know about, or?
We are currently in the middle of season 2. The new fun thing is we have our anniversary show coming up in a few weeks, where we have our main cast plus 3 or 4 of our guest voices that are showing up to play a little one-off thing that is absurd and wonderful, and you'll all enjoy it. And we've also been nominated for the Audioverse Awards for Best New Improvised Production. So,
heck yeah, that's awesome
about that.
Nice, good deal. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here, and we'll see if you can survive the evening. No words. And next on our docket, we've got Joe Cahill, a good friend of mine. Joe, how are you today?
I'm doing real good. Going to be playing Selwyn Earthstrider, a wannabe paladin of Tyr, and working on getting that to happen, although right now he kind of is one. And I am representing War of the Stars, a Star Wars podcast that, of course, I do with you, Ray, and our good friend John Mark Tolley.
Absolutely. And would you like to promote Steamhouse at all?
Yeah, then I'm the CEO of Steamhouse Entertainment, a small movie production company out in California. So check that out on Facebook and check out some of our films that we're working on. Some we have in post-production, that kind of thing.
Nice. Well, those will be awesome to, get our eyeballs on once this comes out. It's gonna be some good stuff.
Go away, COVID.
Yeah. Be gone. And next up, we've got how did you phrase it before? Not a wizard. But Dave DeSanto, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm eager.
It's nice to see everybody who's watching on Twitch, Neri specifically, and Pugs through 8. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy watching live, we stream it on the Shattered Tabletop Games Twitch channel. I play Zika Noshulil, the definitely human, definitely spellcaster, snake ball explosionaire.
That's a heck of a title.
It's one I just came up with on the spot, so I hope everyone likes it.
Impressive.
Well done.
And hey, TFG.
You mentioned that we are rocking this on the Shattered Tabletop Twitch channel. What is that?
Shattered Tabletop Games is a company I'm the CEO of. We developed a tabletop role-playing game called Shattered Dawn. We currently are weeks away from releasing our 2nd edition starter kit. So if you want to see it played, you can check us out live Tuesday nights on this Twitch channel that we're on, or you can just look up the show Shattered Dungeons on any podcasting platform or YouTube, or type it into Google, or ask your grandma about it. She knows.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Gran and I go way back.
Oh yeah. Grandmama's boy.
My
That's
roommates.
awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, I am the dungeon master for this evening / campaign of terror and chaos. Ray, aka Leo from the Leo Effects. We're doing all kinds of podcasts. I've got War of the Stars with Joe and Mark. I've got Shattered Dungeons with Dave and a whole mess of other amazing people. We try our best to be voice actors. You probably want to check that out to laugh along with us.
It's funny!
It is quite humorous. And not the bone. I rock out the Leo Effects doing celebrity interviews. I'll figure out English eventually. And then, of course, right here at One Crit Blunders, we've got some good stuff going on. Now, tonight, you may have noticed we're down a couple people. Jason Simpson, unfortunately, couldn't be with us today, but it's for a good reason. He is gearing up to celebrate the Canadian Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow. So make sure to wish our neighbors to the north a happy Thanksgiving. We are missing the wonderful Rachel, who plays Tanya. She just gave birth to a lovely new baby. So that's always fun and exciting. She'll be back probably sooner or later.
Congrats, Rachel.
Congratulations. Make sure to start training that little baby how to roll dice early, because you all will probably need help. Anyway, and finally, last but not least, we're missing out on Jeremy, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight. If you remember, he is our resident hibachi chef, playing Jonathan is his character's name. So unfortunately, he and his 9 children will not be joining us tonight. But with all of this craziness being said, we have a lot to get through. There's a whole temple of gods and humanot to make our way through. We'll go over a quick recap after the intro. Thank you all very much. Let's get this intro rolling.
In a world void of normal magic, an evil wizard named Dendarin laid claim to the kingdom of Saldoros, forcing the people to serve his whim. But a group of bungling idiots... What? Oh, I mean heroes, struggle to oppose him. Have you ever wondered if everything you knew relied on a die roll? And what if that die roll was just awful? This is One Crit Blunders.
One? Oh, sorry, that's my cue. I'm trying to pull up the old Twitch stream so that I can follow along with all of you fine and lovely viewers, but I appear to have lost it. Anyway,
I will recap the
this
chat
up,
for you.
Oh, you're gonna let me know? That would be so fine of you, Zika.
Pug says howdy.
Whoop, howdy back. There's a snake in my boot. All right. Let's do a real quick recap. Does that sound like fun?
Yes.
You're in a temple. You killed things. All right, moving on. No, in all seriousness, the players, once upon a time, so seemingly long ago, lived in a very small village, and they inadvertently got caught up in a solar eclipse, which led them to a strange glowing stone. The Lord Emperor tyrant of this particular area found out about the stone and came looking for it. While burning down the village, the players made a hasty or a tactical retreat, let's say, back to where they found the stone. After jumping into a mud puddle, which they thought was only a couple inches deep, they ended up falling into a very abstract and weird temple of sorts. In the very last episode, they met Jason Simpson's character, who is playing the role of Tyr, the god of justice. And for anybody who's been following along, you know, and if you just listened to the intros, Joe is playing the character Selwyn, who is an aspiring paladin of Tyr.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
It's like
That's
meeting
what we're
the
gonna
guy
pick
that
up.
you really like and then realizing he's got one arm.
Stubbs McGee. Picking up where we left off, you all are in this kind of dilapidated and destitute kind of throne room. Yeah, I said it this time. I didn't say it last time. Zika, you are standing on a somewhat
Magic
tattered
carpet.
I mean, it's as magic as you want it to be.
Very.
Pretend. You guys had just slain a wizard and its skeleton companions with your new awesomeness powers. And while you're kind of standing here trying to figure out what the heck to do next and what's going on, you kind of take a survey of the area and notice that half of the group is kind of just gone.
Selwyn, Mary, where did the Stubbs McGee go?
Well, it was your turn to watch them.
He was here a minute ago. What happened to this guy?
I don't know. I was exploding things with snake balls and time stopping, and he died of snake skeletons.
Wait, he's the god of justice, right?
Yes.
Maybe he disapproves of your non-justice related snake ball explosions.
But isn't it poetic justice that they die by skeletons and they are skeletons?
Did they die by skeletons or did they die by giant balls of snakes?
Well, they're snake skeletons. It's a snake skeleton ball thing.
This feels like a stretch.
Most of my spellcasting is just wishful thinking, so that's fair.
It's just wishful thinking.
Wait,
So-
how did we summon him last time?
I think he summoned us.
I don't know. I mean, he lives in my closet, so...
He was just like poofing in and out, as I recall. Maybe he just poofed somewhere. I don't know. He came back.
Selwyn,
Here.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's all at the same time yell his name, and maybe he'll come here.
Wait, I know this. This is called prayer. When everyone just yells his name at the same time.
Oh, yes, I think that's what it is.
Okay. Tyr.
Let's announce our presence to the entire dungeon. That
Tyr.
sounds like
The door is
idea.
closed, yes. Tyr, it is I, the one who named you. Stubbs McGee.
Also,
Tyr
other
does not
teammates.
materialize. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, lesser importance.
Oh, yes, we have comrades. I forgot about them. Mary, what is their names? All I remember is the fatherly one and the other one that gave me this crowbar.
Don't you pay any attention to who lives in our tiny village? There's like 8 of us total, and 6 of us are on this adventure right now.
There are 8 people that live in our town.
Maybe 9. I don't know. If you count Jonathan's kids, like
doubles the population.
That doubles the population. Yeah.
The only person besides you two I even remember is the man who can dive into debris and swim through them even though they are a solid and not a liquid.
There's him, obviously, and then there's Jonathan and Tanya, and Jonathan's kids, and then I think like there's like a local postal delivery man, and that's like the entire village.
What was the postal man's name? Mr.
I just called him Postal. I don't know.
Was it like McFeely? Does that ring a bell?
No, that's just too creepy. I'm not going with that.
We're not going there.
Maybe
So,
we should believe you, but
No amount of calling Tyr's name causes him to materialize.
What are some other people we can yell the names of? Wait, one moment. I pick up the carpet I'm standing on.
We have to take this magic carpet with us.
It comes off the floor easily. It's a little dusty, but
I roll it up and I try my best to carry it where it makes sense to carry it. Somewhere like attached to my pack.
like a bedroll.
Yes.
Right on.
A very, very large bedroll.
Yeah. So when you take off over there by that skeleton, what are you doing over there?
I'm looking around the hallway down here where they came from.
All right. That particular area where you're standing is kind of a destroyed wall of sorts. The hallway is directly to the north.
Oh, wait for me, Selwyn. Don't forget your good pal Zika. I have this carpet, you know.
Is this the way out? This is the way out, right?
This leads further into the temple. You guys remember coming in from the south. So while staring down this very long hallway, you can see a set of very just gigantic, heavy stone doors that are closed at the other end.
I think this is the perfect place to take maybe a 8 to 12 hour long rest. Nap, if you will.
I agree.
You're both insane. I'm going forward.
You're the one that needs it the most.
Let us know what you find. I'm sure your little barrels will help you.
My barrels are amazing. Thank you very much.
Actually, I've been thinking about this thing, okay? Now, hear me out before you judge me. But what if you made some tiny barrels, and maybe you connected them by, say, let's say a long string, and then you talk into one side while the other person listens, and then you can pretty much just yell at each other from afar.
I don't need barrels on a string to yell at you. I can yell at you just fine from right here.
Yes, but then you can yell at me from a greater distance.
Oh, you'd be surprised how large of a distance I can yell at you from.
Why don't you go that way, towards those double doors down there? Me and Selwyn will take a nap here. We have this wonderful blanket that is also a carpet. And then you give us the tiny barrel with the string and the other barrel, and then you can just let us know what you find.
Do you always take naps in weird dungeons?
When I need to, yes. And considering I cannot stop time right now, even though I've tried, I would like to nap, yes. Unless someone wants to carry me while I nap. Selwyn?
No.
Rat.
Well, that was quick.
Well, what if you drag this carpet and I can lay on it and nap on the carpet?
No.
Want us to sleep for 12 hours just so you can stop time once?
What? Well, yes, it's a very useful skill, wouldn't you say? Seeing as how I destroyed that one thing in, like, what appeared to be a second for you?
Look, I'm not saying is it useful. I'm just saying I don't want to be here 12 hours.
Fine. What if you put a barrel sideways, like several barrels, tied a rope to me and maybe put it on some sort of, like, axle, if you will, and so it's like a cart I can sleep on while you drag me?
What?
You're the
That
one
didn't
with
make any
the
sense at all.
engineering experience, not me. I'm
Yeah.
just spitballing ideas here.
The engineering experience tells me you've just suggested that I put you on the rack and stretch your bones.
See, now we're getting somewhere. That's useful, I feel like. If we could have stretched these skeletons, they wouldn't even be able to walk. They'd just be useless bones, like they are right now.
Well, all right.
It's true.
I'm glad we could get the old creative juices flowing.
Now I just need 4 barrels.
Where to find such abominations?
Perhaps in this room up here. Let's go find out.
You know,
Pugs makes a great suggestion. Maybe instead of barrels, we can use boxes as the wheels.
No.
You're definitely not an engineer, are you?
I'm not so much an engineer as I would say a visionary.
You need glasses for your visions.
My visions consist of very hazy images that come to me in dreams.
So we're in agreement. You need to unhaze your vision with some glasses.
If spectacles are what you're prescribing, miss, let's see, you are a doctor, correct? You are some kind of shaman or
I
healer?
do have a doctorate, just FYI.
So you have a doctorate in barrel making?
No, I have a doctorate in something else that unrelated. Never mind, just trust me. I know eyesight and visions, and you should wear glasses. Let's go in this room.
Well, I believe that you're a dentist, so alright, let's go.
Okay, so are the three of you heading down this hallway, or is Zika standing behind while Selwyn and Mary are walking down this hallway and you're having this little banter back and forth, or?
Yes.
So as these two are bantering and you're heading down the hallway, Selwyn and Mary, you're just walking straight down the hallway. Mary's kind of talking to Sika over her shoulder, and you're getting up closer to the door. Sika, while you're standing there bantering with them, you actually see something quite phenomenal. As they're walking down the hallway, it starts out normal, and then they kind of start corkscrewing to where they're walking on the ceiling, and then they come down the other wall, and then the floor, back up the other wall. They're just like corkscrewing the whole way to the door. When they get there, they are completely upside down to you. But Mary and Selwyn,
Tunnel.
you look back at Sika.
Zika, why are you upside down?
I feel like I should ask you the same question, but honestly, I don't know whose reference point is the correct one, so let's just all agree that we probably should not have taken the magic carpet. It's a spatial curse, I assume, based on the knowledge at hand.
If it means you drop that dusty, disease-ridden piece of fabric, I'm all for it.
This disease-ridden fabric, I'll have you know, will become incredibly useful later.
Tell me how.
You'll see. You'll all see.
Not with your hazy visions, I won't.
Let me rephrase that. You'll see, I won't. I'll just assume it's some kind of blurry abomination. But, anywho, so let's say we all open this door maybe at the same time and try and walk through at the same time and see if our different, spatial places intersect,
All right.
maybe?
Three Stooges entrance it is.
Wait, before you do that, I look around and see if there's like a flushing mechanism, as though this is some kind of toilet drain.
Roll perception.
Oh my.
Because there wasn't.
I think I have a 6 for perception. 22.
There is no spatial toilet flushing plunger.
Okay, there's no plunger flushing mechanism, so we should be able to just open it and enter.
Mary opens the door.
Okay, you grab hold of the large handle to pull the door open. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Strength check.
Strength.
Oh no, it's save. That was a save.
There we go. That's
It's a save modifier, I guess, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So as you're, kind of heaving this door, some of the dust and sand is falling off of the edges around it, but you can't quite seem to get it to open.
Hold on, I can do this. I'm strong. And she just shoulders the door repeatedly, trying to shove it open and failing.
She was pulling, now she's pushing.
Right.
Yes,
Selwyn,
that checks out.
The DC has increased by 10 now.
Selwyn, you should perform some door justice, maybe.
Can I get a roll from chat while they're doing this?
Ooh, chat.
Allow me to try.
Oh.
While I key in my modifier. Oops. Nope, that door's not moving.
Oh my! I told you it's harder now because Mary has successfully wedged the door more closed. A 10 from Neri. All right, perfect.
Neri says, I think I wrecked someone.
The doors are just not moving, and Sika, you can see them struggling with these doors.
Made of?
That is a great question. What are they made of?
They are made of solid marble.
Then I cast Stone Shape.
Oh my!
I don't know how to justify this in artificer terms, but Mary is.
There you go. Okay, so and I don't think it gets any kind of saving throw, does it?
What? Let me look up what Stone Shape does. It just sounds very useful in this situation.
I feel like even if it doesn't apply, it does now. So I am okay with it. If it does get a saving throw, then it will be 10 from Neri.
No saving throw. It's just she opens up a 5 foot wide space in the stone that we can all just sort of duck down and crawl through.
Perfect. Okay.
Don't ask me how I did that. It's a barrel thing. Just trust me on this.
It's a barrel thing.
It's so
And-
people.
Let's see. So how are we going to do this? The two of you are heading through the door or peeking through the door, I'm guessing?
I think Mary, as she's repeatedly shouldering it and wedging it more and more shut, at some point she ends up casting this spell almost on accident with her mysterious powers she's gained and just plunges right through it and leaves a 5 foot wide hole behind her as she tumbles through the door.
That's perfect. So,
Is it safe?
Yeah, Selwyn, you just see Mary kind of shoulder a hole into the door and just
Right.
tumble in.
And through the door, I go, is it safe? Are you alive?
I look around. Is it safe?
And from what you can see in this like kind of hasty looking around, there's no immediate danger. You find yourself in another very large room that's made of the same stone masonry as the previous room, and kind of off in the distance farther down in, you kind of see the silhouette of something. It's pretty dark down there. Do you have dark vision at all?
I don't, but I have an infusion that will give me goggles of dark vision.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I think Mary's going to reach into her barrel of many things and pull out a pair of goggles and put them on and look around.
So this room is pretty devoid of any kind of furnishings, but what you see, the silhouette at the far end of the room is this just gigantic 60-foot tall statue. It appears to have some kind of chains wrapped around it that are moving like very slowly, kind of circular around its body, almost like they were living snakes made out of chain.
Yeah, nothing odd going in here. Come on in.
Selwyn, are you heading in?
I will head in.
And you are a human, yes?
Yes.
All right, so heading in, like I had described before, you can see the immediate vicinity with a large silhouette farther into the room.
What is that?
Are they both in here?
Yes.
Okay.
I push my carpet through first to make sure I can make it all the way. And then I crawl through.
Well, I'm going to finally use Neri's roll of 10. And when you push the carpet through, it kind of comes unraveled.
No!
And it hits Selwyn and Mary.
Oh, so it's like intact then, correct?
No, yeah. It just came unrolled.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of like went over the two of them.
Oh, sorry. This is direly important, so I'll just roll it back up. Sorry.
Stupid dusty carpet.
No, look, it's no dust. See, you got the dust off of it. Now it's a clean carpet.
It's so not a clean carpet.
Look, there's
All
minimal
of
blood
you-
stains.
Look at this stain. That is not blood. That
You
is
don't know
something something crusty. I don't even want to know what that is.
It's probably somebody's sandwich.
Like that's a good thing.
Well, yeah, now we have food for later.
No, we don't.
You don't, maybe. I sure do, though.
I have plenty of food in my go pack.
He's like picking fleas off of it.
Fleas, the gift that keeps on giving.
Now, Mary, with your dark vision goggles looking around, you see that there's a number of staircases and hallways and things, but none of them are kind of connected to anything, and there are no other doors leading out of this particular room.
Right. Can you all see the giant statue thing with the chains?
Absolutely.
Okay,
that
so
what that is?
It's not just me then. Okay, that's good. Wait, it's bad actually. That's pretty bad.
What are you talking about? It's a beautiful statue with chains. They look like moving snakes. What a great aesthetic for some kind of kitchen.
This is not a kitchen.
Well, sure it is. We were in the
What's the
closet a
statue
minute
of?
ago. What was that, Selwyn?
I'm wondering what the statue is of.
Well, let's take a closer look. Maybe it doubles as some kind of oven.
Are you just hungry?
No. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, like here it comes. Getting a little bit closer to the statue and trying to figure out, what it's a statue of. It's actually just a massive conglomeration of stone and adamantine. It's not of any particular person or visage. It's just a golem, a featureless golem of metal and stone.
Wow.
When you say golem, a little like it is alive and it will come and eat us? Like,
As far as you can tell, it's just holding still.
okay.
I think maybe
The only thing
chains are-
moving on it are the chains, correct?
Selwyn, go talk to the oven.
No.
That's it right there, right? Up in front of me.
Are these? There's like little symbols around the base of it. Are those there in real life too?
They are.
Real life, quote unquote. Mary is very intrigued and wants to go see what those are all about.
Okay. Roll intelligence check. And Selwyn, what are you doing when you move up to the to the golem?
Intelligence or Arcana?
Either or.
Greetings.
It just kind of featurelessly stares back at you.
So it's staring at me. Its head moved.
I think you need to be a little bit more official in how you speak.
Try in Celestial. Greetings from my Lord Tyr.
When you begin speaking in Celestial, you notice a number of runes appear on each link of the chain. Each of the runes are written in the abyssal language.
That can't be good.
I knew I should have learned
able
Abyssal.
to speak Abyssal and read Abyssal, what do they say? This is not an oven, or this is definitely an oven?
I make wonderful tarts.
Perfect.
No, it's basically very crude, rudimentary holding spell.
Well, it looks like those runes keep this oven from opening. So if we want to eat something or cook something, we're going to have to open the door.
All right, let's just let the expert handle things here. I know exactly what these runes say. What does my 23 say they say?
The runes say to continue on further into the temple. The golem must be moved.
We have to move this oven. If we want to go further into the dungeon.
The fact
I
that
know.
you call it an oven is amazing.
It's wonderful. So, I know exactly what we must do, but I'm not going to lie. I need your help, okay?
All right, I'm always willing to help. My good friend. I can't even say it. Sure, I'll help you.
You don't have to pander to me. I know that you hate this as much as I do. Oh, great oven, most humble of ovens, glorious marble oven. We seek passage to the next room so that we can finally find all of the supplies we need to make a wonderful, nice meal for the rest of the evening while we take a long, long nap at your feet. So please, be with us, humble associates in front of you as we move you. Hear our plight. Be moved emotionally by what we are saying. 15 on my persuasion roll.
That is a very nice persuasion roll. Unfortunately, it is not persuaded.
Well, drat, there goes that. Light fire to this thing. I don't care anymore.
That was your plan, to ask it nicely to move.
What do you have? What plan? See, this is the brainstorming thing all over again. I come up with ideas and everybody dislikes them.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up a spell real quick. See what the hell these spells do.
Ah, yes. It's always good to see what the spells do.
I have a spell called Transmute Rock. All right, that sounds useful. What does it do?
It does sound useful.
like it might
transmutes rock.
Yeah.
It's apparently not in this book. It's in a different book, and now I have to Google things.
The name is the spell. You simply say transmute rock, and then the rock transmutes to whatever you want, like a steak or something.
Oh, it transmutes rock to mud. Okay, that works. We're doing that.
Oh no.
Someone's gonna go
Avalanche!
step forward and touch it. Touch the
Not
statue.
all non-magical rock, so who knows?
Oh boy. All right.
She's trying to transmute this rock to mud.
So Selwyn steps forward to touch the statue. You use transmute rock to mud, and a bunch of the rock kind of sloughs off of it and splatters onto Selwyn and his armor, kind of getting him a little dirty, a little muddy. And now it just this golem looks like a deranged metal statue as all of the rock is now gone from its frame.
How am I doing this? What kind of weird magical stuff did Tyr do to us that I'm now an earthbender apparently?
Wait, did you take a bath?
Chat, I need a roll from you, please. And Selwyn, I need a just a melee attack roll, please.
Uh-oh.
Chat rule!
I need a rule from chat, yes.
Yes, you would make up the rules.
There we go.
That is correct.
Excellent roll,
I hate you,
Pugs.
20.
3.
Oh my gosh, Joe is our 1 crit blunder this evening.
You got the 2.
He is our Nilborg. So Pugs with a 3. Wonderful.
Indeed.
Selwyn,
Wow.
you touch the statue, and the runes on the chain begin to glow very vibrantly, and each link on the chain, kind of in a domino effect of explosion, kind of blast off of the statue. And from its, like I said, its featureless head, so basically this big boulder, you can kind of see what appears to be 2 glowing orbs kind of open up as it just makes complete eye contact with you.
Hi.
Does he move though?
What?
Back at Celestial. Greetings.
Greetings. All right. And that was in Celestial.
Yes.
Okay. It bows its head a little bit towards you and kind of almost like it's scanning you, like trying to analyze who you are exactly. And when you speak Celestial, in your confidence, I guess is the best way to put it, it kind of turns its attention towards Mary, who is the next closest, and fixates its gaze upon Mary.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that with your rock skin. I can put it back if you want. I'll transmute mud to rock.
Mary, say what Selwyn said.
Mary uses her high intelligence to exactly say the same word that Selwyn said.
Well, make a high intelligence roll then.
Look at that.
Oh wow!
You are
All
not
right,
wrong.
Chad, I need another roll. I need an opposed.
We need another 3 pugs.
Yes, no, we need another 21. We need a 21 on a d20.
Come on, Pugs, don't let me down.
Or Neri. Neri likes to roll high. I feel like that was a phrasing thing. Oh,
Ooh, 19 to Chad.
tie. It goes for it. It averts its gaze away from Mary and looks over to Sika, standing way in the back.
Speaking in Abyssal, I say, sup, bro? With a natural 20. Critical! Yes!
Of all the times. I mean, how does that sound? How does sup bro in Abyssal sound exactly?
It sounds like, sup, bro.
That's amazing. I love it. I love every bit of that. Hold on 1 second. I am tweaking something. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. Its eyes go from a kind of a palish green color to a orange. Did I hear my name? Neri says. You did. I was looking for a high roller. Still phrasing. Anyway, its eyes change to kind of a reddish orange color as it stares at Sika, who just spoke Abyssal to it, and it immediately says, "Intruder," and change map.
I promise I'm not, though.
Where is? How do you make things come up from a token? There we go.
Oh
There we
my
go.
goodness, how terrifying that is.
This gigantic behemoth of a golem. I know that it looks like stone. It is in fact metal, thanks to Mary. Takes one step over top of Selwyn, has no interest in Selwyn, and comes after Sika, just prepared to do battle. Everybody, roll some initiative.
But wait, what did my natural 20 actually do for us then?
Brought it to life.
Thank you.
So we moved it then. So the doors should be open, so if I just run for it, you guys can take care of this. It'll be fine.
100% accurate. As soon as it moves off of that platform, a circular door opens underneath it.
Ooh, Pugs with a 6 for the initiative, hopefully, of this golem. Hopefully.
Dun dun dun.
Please.
Dun.
Please spare us.
So 20, 17, 13, 10. Nice. Right. Neri, you are missing the rolls. Oh my goodness.
I see a natural 1.
Whose is it?
Oh, it's the monsters.
The monsters.
Excellent.
The gigantic adamantine golem comes swinging in wildly and misses. Completely whiffs, punching the bridge next to you, Zika. A nice crack kind of forms across it. Moving on next to Mary, who is on a 17.
How tall was this thing?
60 feet.
60 feet. All right. So my enlarge reduce spell's not going to do much good. Okay. Then she is casting haste on herself.
Okay.
Sprinting underneath that thing's legs.
Okay. So that would let you move all the way to the door that would be underneath it.
I'm just going to say that's true. Whatever the door is, I'm in it.
Yeah. It honestly, when you go running past it, it doesn't even pay any attention to you.
Good luck, Chica.
Well, thank you. That was very nice encouragement. I appreciate that.
So you get to the door. What are you doing? You can see a spiral staircase that leads down deeper into the temple.
I think she'll just wait at the entrance to the staircase and see if her companions are able to get over here too.
Okay. Providing moral support.
Come on, it's right here. Here's the door. Come to it.
Next up would be Zika.
How deep is the chasm below the bridge we're on?
Deep enough that you cannot see the bottom. And in fact, while you're taking note of how deep this is, you actually notice that it almost looks like space. It's kind of black with inky lights here and there.
Now that is a pretty cool chasm right there. I feel like if I jumped off it, I would end up back home. But
Possibly.
that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my expert powers of wonderfulness to try and jump up on this thing's leg or arm, whatever it is, and climb up his shoulder to his head.
I don't know where this is going. Okay. So that would be a climb check, which would be athletics.
Something that I probably was not prepared for. But we'll see. Let's find out what happens. natural one. It is the blunder time.
Well, we have reached Blunders.
So I'm assuming I take one step forward, attempt to jump on it, and just don't jump high enough and kind of just stand there awkwardly.
You're just kind of like on its big toe. Like, no, this is not going to work. And kind of jump back down.
Well, so much for that. I assumed a hug would just stop this thing, but it did not. So what I'm gonna do, based on how everything looks, I'm going to run down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. End up about right here. Now, as I run down the staircase next to me, is the stairs that I see on my right in the little pathway adjacent to me, is that pretty like, that's not really like very sustainable, right? Like it's a narrow pathway?
Correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Now what I'm going to do is cast grease on the entire stairway and top of the platform that I just came down.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that spell's banned.
Why? Because it's about to work? I'm about to one-shot this thing as it falls down?
I swear to God. If this happens...
I am going for it. Go big or go home.
You underestimate my willingness to go home.
So I cast grease there, and basically I'm going to ready an action to try and cast the spell blink.
Okay. You successfully do so. The stairs are greased. You've got blink prepped. Selwyn, what are you doing in all this chaos?
Stepping back in front of him, leaping into the air to get his attention, and in celestial yell, "He's not an intruder, just an idiot."
He's not wrong!
I like it. Chat, I'm going to need a roll.
But here's the whole thing. I want to say it to his face. So he's going to say this and jump as high as he can, and then he finds himself 60 feet in the air staring it down.
Oh my.
As these pretty wings come out of his back and this glowing aura surrounds him.
Man, basically turns into a just angelic paladin of glory. So go ahead and we're gonna have you roll a persuasion. I think would be good.
Persuasion?
Is that a skill? I forget.
Yes, persuasion skill. And none of the rolls have been good for me, so.
And you're gonna roll that with advantage.
Oh. Well, there's the open 19.
Yep.
Does it work?
Oh, if you want to keep the 19, then yeah, that's fine. With the opposed roll of a 9, correct. Yeah, it kind of, its eyes change back to that greenish yellow color as it stands down.
Look at Zika. When you confront a great big creature that's in a temple surrounded by chains holding it in place that speak an evil tongue, do not speak the tongue that was holding it there.
I got the doors to open, and look, I'm prepared. See, it was
All
going
we had
to
to
walk
do was
down.
take a step forward.
It worked fine for me.
It's just Mary's head is up out of the doorway.
Yeah.
Well, great. Now
Hey, what am I doing up here?
Yeah, what? Where'd those wings come from?
Hey, I look pretty good.
Hey, can you fly over here and give me maybe like a little help? I don't want to fall down the stairs. I just greased up.
I guess I'll go get him.
Okay.
Thank you for the ride.
So nabbing him up, flying over to the door, I'm guessing. I'll just put you all over here.
While we're riding, I'm riding.
And
He's
I'm gonna tell the big
flying.
guy, evil walks the halls. Destroy it.
I wonder what would have happened if he fell on my grease.
He would have landed on you, most likely.
I'd be so curious to know if he would have succeeded his save.
Well, you know what? Let's just see.
Oh, he would
Nope.
have fell. Oh. You
I
just
would've
cost me
fell
so
into
much
oblivion.
experience, Selwyn. Not that
This would be like the
matters.
Balrog fight from Lord of the Rings, except he just sort of like slips and does a pratfall and bounces down.
Like somebody with a slide whistle.
Yes.
Oh goodness, that's too good. So standing in this doorway with the spiral staircase leading down, you cannot see a discernible end to the staircase. It just kind of goes down forever.
How
I ascended twice as fast as the other two do.
Let's see if that's true. Unfurl my wings and fly down.
Can I ride on your
the
back?
race now.
The race is on.
Can I fall faster than you can fly?
That is a good question. I think we would need a roll for that, but I'm not sure what we would roll for that.
Let
A death-
the peanut gallery decide if
A death save, I guess. So yeah, like chat. Theoretically, who do you think would make it to the bottom first? Selwyn, who is flying, or Mary, who's just kind of free falling?
That's 60 feet is the flight.
So what is?
haste gives me a 60-foot walk speed, so
Oh man! Oh,
But
same
you're going in
thing.
circles.
that's true. Mathematically speaking, I'm spiraling, not going straight to. Oh, I might have talked myself out of this argument.
Just corkscrewing.
Meanwhile, I've teleported down there. I'm joking.
In some form or another, you all manage to reach the bottom. And when you get to the bottom, you notice something different. Something feels different. You all kind of feel that power that you have spent casting your spells and becoming an angelic, fortress of power.
Greasing up the ground.
Greasing up the ground. Like it is all returned to you. By proceeding down the stairs, you have somehow managed to give yourself a long rest.
Vindication.
It's so interesting how good I feel right now. And I was half tempted to just jump on the carpet and fly down. Good
So
thing
kind
I
of the
didn't.
elevator scene in Little China.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think that potion's working. Now, this particular room that you have entered into is absolutely pitch black with advanced darkness.
The worst kind of darkness.
Mary,
I'm glowing.
Mary is taking her dark vision goggles and like on and off, trying to figure out why they won't work.
Yeah, it's like they had to make that little battery power up sound. But no bueno. All of you roll perception checks, please. And chat, I would like a roll from you. Whoever can get it first.
I am on a roll on my rolls today.
Not me.
So is Sika. Oh man.
Yeah.
Goodness. So
Well, with the natural 19s tonight.
Natty 19s. And Pugs with a 9.
Pugs, keeping us grounded.
Seriously, you got a macro? Like, what's going on here? All right. Well, fine. I will use Pug's 9. I was gonna use.
Look at how many 20s I rolled.
You can't use my own tactics against me.
Oh, so it works for you, but not for me. I see how it is.
Well, of course. You didn't even try to make it look like it was fake.
I made the joke. That's what I care about.
You didn't stick the landing. Well, luckily. Nope, never mind. You rolled an 8. Zika, you are kind of off in your own thoughts, I guess. Like, oh, look how powerful I am again.
I'm thinking about my carpet.
There you go. And while you're doing that, Mary and Selwyn, you hear something from far within the darkness. It sounds like large claws against stone. Not scratching or anything, but like kind of walking.
Let's go back up the stairs.
That's a whole lot of nope. Bye.
Still hasted, right? Back upstairs.
So Mary's out.
Not really.
Can I get an idea of the distance?
What do you figure that would be? An intelligence or a wisdom? Let's go wisdom.
Wisdom.
And then I'm going to use... Oh,
natural 1.
Holy crap, I forgot about wisdom.
Guys,
yes, let's use wisdom.
All of the 1 crit blunders happening tonight.
All tonight.
Oh, and a natural 20 from
gosh.
Selwyn.
What? Plus 14. How'd you get...
He's got all that wisdom from being a disciple of Tyr and the wings and stuff. And look, he's got half of one of his arms.
I kept both of my arms, Zika, and you know it. I slap him with my left one and punch him with the right. See?
Oh, they're so deceptive.
Well, that makes up for my 2s and 4s and 6. My startup rolls.
I'm doing some calculations. It is exactly...
Make a charisma roll.
It is exactly 95 feet straight ahead of you.
Yeah. Let's fly 60 feet towards it.
your bat-like sonar. So you're moving into the darkness?
Yes, and I should look like a big 30-watt globe moving around with all the auras up.
Can we see him glowing? Or is there magical darkness preventing him from being seen?
Ooh, fancy.
There you go. You move into that area, and now I will read this. Multiple little chambers around this room are kind of littered with treasures and more debris. It's kind of weird how decrepit this temple is, being that it's for the gods. And it just seems very run down. And while you're standing here taking note of everything, from the darkness on this side, a head pokes out into your glowing area. It is the head of a elder green dragon.
So it doesn't like the evil go away stuff, does it? No, it's not going to like my protective auras. And, no, it's not going to like that stuff.
You see its, cat-like eyes kind of narrow at your brightness. And it looks you up and down and... What brings you here?
I seek the gods.
Ah, a noble pursuit. But how can you be sure that you will find them here?
My Lord Tyr has advised me.
Ah, yes, Tyr. Silly drinking friend of mine.
I have good wine if you'd like to sit down and have a drink and talk about this.
Ah, it has been many an age since I've had a good wine. I smell that you have companions here too. Why do they hide?
They're not nearly as brave as me.
True.
True.
Testicular fortitude is quite prized in this area.
I heard what you did there.
Your friends may join us.
And your name? Great creature?
My name in the old tongue is Acredrix, but you may call me Ark.
Hey, everybody, come forward and meet Ark, my new friend.
You have friends, Selwyn?
Well, since I'm the only fighter in the group, not anymore.
Do we really need testicular fortitude? Because I'm kind of lacking in that area.
You're not gonna like what you see when you get into the light.
Oh, look at this! It's like a large, scaly snake with wings and a tail and a deep voice. This is quite impressive.
It moves forward a bit more and kind of lays down, much like a cat of some kind. And it squints its eyes at all of you, just looking at everything going on. And it... I smell the blood of the old ones in you.
Which one?
Looking at Sika.
I knew you were an old man.
Let's not talk about that little green friend. Large green friend, sorry. Maybe we can talk about Selwyn and how he's got wings now. Or this lady in her barrels.
Ah, I love barrels. They carry some of the finest wines. But then again, box wine is good as well.
I prefer the box wine.
She backs up.
No, Mary, come on, we're going to have a drink.
Are we though?
Yes, this kind winged creature has offered this other large, gargantuan, fearsome creature some kind of beverage, and I for one am very curious as to what beverage our fine pal Selwyn has to come up with.
Wineskin.
If we need beverages, I have an unlimited supply. And she pulls out one of her barrels, which is
There we go.
cask of alchemy.
That's what
That
we're on.
pours wine.
Nice. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, now that he's at 10 foot, am I detecting any evil from him?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
No evil.
Hey, do those barrels turn into chairs?
They're like fold up chairs.
Barrels are amazing in that the tops are flat and you can sit on them if they are the right height.
Well, you can do that with a box, too.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Boxes you can actually stack to make whatever height you would like.
You can stack barrels. That's a thing.
Can
I've
you
seen
though?
it.
Can you really?
And you can roll them, stack or roll. Let's see a box do that.
Oh, you can flip a box over repeatedly.
I'm going to sit down with Ark and have a glass of wine while he has a barrel of wine.
You're right.
Your name is Ark?
Well, my full name is
No, tell me
what
does the acronym ARC stand for?
It's not an acronym.
If it were an acronym, what would it stand for?
I don't know.
That doesn't even fit the letters.
Big boat.
Big boat.
Stop antagonizing the giant lizard dragon thing. What are you?
Yes, Zika, no talking. You do remember what happened to us the last time you talked.
Yes, I opened the door to get us here.
You almost got squashed.
No, that thing almost fell.
I'm actually quite pleased to see you. I have a proposition of sorts.
Selwyn, ask him what the proposition to you is.
You want out too, don't you?
Not just me. All the dragons.
Yeah, that's where you guys have been.
And
for one,
Doran
love
managed
this
to
idea.
trap all of us, hidden away in secret parts of the world.
And you will help us retrieve the gods as well.
Wait, I'm confused. This place is full of gods and dragons?
No.
No, just me. I'm the only dragon here.
Right now. He has them trapped, though, somewhere else.
So there are or are not multiple dragons somewhere in the vicinity of where we're at?
No.
But that's where we're going to go.
Yeah, that the meanie face in Darin seemed to have trapped all of the dragons, so we're going to go free them and then ride them into battle and kill Darin and take all of his boxes.
That would be the most glorious thing ever.
That is a fantastic story, Zika. You should be a bard.
I dabble.
Not how I pictured this day ending when I woke up this
So
morning.
do you agree to that, Ark? We shall assist you if you assist us.
I believe that we could come to an arrangement.
So are we. Coming to the arrangement. You still have not said yes or nay.
I'm mulling over the idea while
Here,
I enjoy
have
this
barrel,
wine.
Have another barrel's worth of wine.
Chat, could I get a constitution save for the lovely dragon Ark to see if he gets inebriated?
I, for one, think that a firm handshake from Selwyn is plenty of payment to be helped by this dragon named Ark.
Do you want gold? I have gold.
Don't give him the gold. We need the gold. Mary,
Dragon
what are you doing?
What?
I must say, I admire your wings, Ark. They're quite lovely.
Did somebody say gold?
Why would you do that, Mary? It's the one thing you don't say around a dragon.
He starts like itching his neck.
Did I say gold? I meant platinum.
She meant cold. She really likes cold things.
And
Which is-
ratinum. She likes ratinum. Gold press latinum.
If all of you are attempting this, go ahead and roll deception checks, and then Neri, go ahead and roll. Since we used Pug's roll of 17, and the dragon did not get intoxicated.
Am I deceiving the dragon? I think I'm just like straight up saying I have gold.
And we're trying to cover that fact up.
Well, my rolls are back.
There we go. We got a 20. Zika with a 3.
Why does fate spin it so?
You have +9 for deception.
You're not a good liar, Zika.
I'm really not.
Yes, the dragon is green.
Miri makes a very odd point.
Get out of here with your logic. Nobody.
We're not trying to poison the dragon with alcohol. We are simply trying to get it drunk.
Huge difference.
Very different.
And besides, have you not seen the title of the show?
This whole this whole thing has been a blunder for sure.
We should be struggling this week.
There is no logic to be found.
So he wants to know about the gold that was mentioned, I bet. Or did I convince him otherwise?
Well, I was waiting for a roll. I guess I'll roll it myself.
I saw a critical blunder. Yes.
Why?
There's no gold around here.
It was cold ratinum. Yes.
Well, I sincerely apologize. I hope the ratinum does not give you a cold for too long.
Did it work? Did he buy it?
He bought it.
Yeah,
That was in character.
Mary, I am terrible at lying, but you are even worse.
Why would I want to lie?
Because
I seek truth.
And we... Never mind, I was about to say it. I'm very glad I didn't. This cold stuff is very important to us.
The cold. You want to be cold?
Yes.
Wink, wink.
What about the jewels and platinum? Is there?
Why would you do this to us?
So, Ark, we can swear an oath
Swear an oath.
to free your brethren and free the gods, and then go take out you-know-who.
That would be quite acceptable.
I love this plan. And
This is going to be fun. Yeah.
It is going to be so much
Swear an
fun.
oath with him.
What's more, while swearing the oath to free the dragons and uphold the gods and bring them back to the realm
And kill Farquin.
and kill not Farquin, what?
No, Farquin.
Same thing.
He's a loose end. If we're going to make major plans, we need to make sure we kill Farquin.
I did include
Oh, okay. He says, in the town of Kit Welting, there is an orb hidden within the catacombs. This orb will guide you to the location of the dragons.
You're not coming along.
I must remain here.
Why?
It's his home.
He wants to leave it.
Look, if we go...
Once you restore the world's belief in the gods, this place will be returned to its former glory. And I, too, shall return to my status as a god amongst the dragons.
Well, you heard him. Let's go to Kit Harington and get this thing found.
Kid Harrington. I hope it's not snowing.
Thank you very much for the wine. Continue on, and you will find the gods.
Yes, we shall do so, oath brother.
Ooh, that's a fancy title.
I like it.
Oh, well, we both did it while I had wings, so. We both had wings.
He's your wingman.
Okay, we're gonna go out and get a drink as soon as you get free, and you're gonna be my wingman. And I'm gonna luscious female dragons. I know.
Okay, so are you all heading on past him, going into the next room?
Yes, and tell me when 20 minutes has passed.
Okay. Well, luckily, it's only been 5.
Awesome.
Let me see.
15
Turn
more
page. Here we go.
minutes. Awesome.
All right, heading into this next room, I can reveal this area.
Before Mary enters, I turn around and say, "Hey, Mary, Just a heads up, don't lose yourself, don't go insane here, but there are books, so just maybe calm down before you get too uppity about the books.
Books about boxes.
How about not? I'm gonna go get uppity.
Well, while you're
And Mary
doing
get-
that, can you imbue this carpet I have with maybe some flight properties?
What?
Oh, look, some kind of creature.
Hold on. Before you all go scattering around, going all crazy, as you do.
Books. There's books.
There are. Heading into this room, it's pretty much exactly what's here. There's 3 large braziers that are
You mean braziers?
braziers that are
No.
shedding light. Now, in the center of the room is the real kind of, hey, look at me. It's kind of depicted as a gyro, like a gyroscope, but what I'm describing it more as is like a orrery. Aligning the walls are various potions and books and scrolls, just all kinds of knowledge in this room. A circular platform that surrounds the orrery has all of the zodiac symbols on it, but these are like the actual picture versions of them. Flying around the room are Vargul, which are just skulls with bat wings kind of flying around, screeching. And also, skittering around the room on the floor are these strange, just disembodied hands. Long talons grow from the fingertips, and they all kind of like simultaneously stop and turn to you all as you enter the room.
As I enter, I say in Abyssal, "This is the best room of all the rooms we've been in, and you, empowered and very bizarre creatures, are kindred to my own hearts."
All right, chat roll. Go ahead and roll charisma check or persuasion, whatever you feel like you might want to try and do. Sika,
I rolled a
With your-
21.
with your snake-like wiles. I mean, totally human.
I don't even like snakes.
Wow, thanks, Pugs. I was counting on you. They all immediately go back to their business.
All right, well, we're welcome in this room. Now Abyssal comes into play in a positive manner. Ho, ho, ho.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when a fight that you planned out that was supposed to take 30 minutes ends in 5 seconds.
Yeah, but now we're gonna take 30 minutes and go through these books.
True.
You have all
Very
of the
true.
pages fleshed out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Every book. It's actually even more of a repository of knowledge than the first library. This one has like spell books from each school of magic, and then you find a few that are just wildly made up spells, and then some that are even how to create spells. You find books on how to create different golems, everything from a flesh golem all the way up to the adamantine golem that you fought before. There are books on blacksmithing, books on potion making. Pretty much every kind of book that you could fathom is in this room.
Mary, I think you and I are understood that we're about to take all of these books.
Mary is practically collapsed on the floor, spasming in joy.
Just like frothing at the mouth.
Hey, Meg Ryan, get up.
Twitch, twitch, twitch.
Knowledge.
I'll take the ones on necromancy and golem making and skeleton summoning.
I'm looking to see if there are any clerical books.
Anything that fits inside a cask, she's gonna shove in the cask of holding.
So there are no clerical books per se, but there are many scrolls that talk about all of the various gods of different pantheons, everything from, real world Egyptian and Greek, all the way up to like Faerunian, just all manner of gods. You do find just old dusty scrolls that contain like every level of divine spell in scroll form.
I'll take them.
You guys are
that's what I did.
looting everything.
Did we have a quest?
The
Whatever.
gyro. Let's check out-
I didn't catch what was said. Both of you were kind of talking on the same time there.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just can you repeat?
She talked about we're going to loot everything as well, and I
Right.
said let's check out the gyro.
Okay. Yeah, checking out the gyro, you see that it appears to move quite freely. In fact, probably a little bit easier than it should for the size of what this thing is. The fact that the rings are made out of platinum and adamantine, I mean, that screams that this should be 50 tons worth of metal, but it spins like it's nothing.
Hey, engineer, come over here and tell me how this works.
What? Huh? But the scrolls.
Platinum.
You guys, you have looted everything that you can
More books.
carry.
More books on the table over here.
She's like practically waddling over there with scrolls in her arms and her
And barrel full of money.
smutty
Check
and
this out.
scrolls.
Figure out if it's important and if we need to do anything with it.
What?
There are no other ways to enter or exit this room other than the way you came in. So this, as far as you can tell, is the final room.
Well, Mary will investigate this thing, or Arcana check this thing, whatever makes more sense.
Okay. Go ahead and do either one.
Either one. I will definitely go Arcana then.
Okay. So the platform and the gyro itself, they don't appear to be magical in any way. They don't even the zodiac symbols kind of relate to something kind of occultish, but in the center of the gyro you notice a very tiny, like, pinhole-sized glowing white, just almost like a piece of glitter kind of suspended in midair.
What's that in the middle? Zika, stick your hand in there.
I'm looking at this skeleton. It's like floating in the air with wings. Sorry, no, I'll come back to it. What do you
No
want?
evil intent. It's not reacting to the auras or anything like that. Trying to get away from me.
Oh, do you need me to touch something with my evil hands?
No, they're, as far as the auras, they're just kind of not really close enough for the auras to mess with them too much. And honestly, they, with the rolls that happen, they're kind of afraid of Zika.
The creatures or what?
Yes. The flying skeletons are, or
Come
skeletal
back here,
heads.
No, you can't escape me. I'll follow you. Don't worry.
And
I'm very agile.
Little hands crawl around.
Come back here. All right. As they're flying around, I'm going to use Command Undead on the floating skeleton head.
Okay.
It needs to make a charisma saving throw. Really? 19? You gonna do me like that right now?
It stares at you blankly.
Well, hold on to 1 second so I can check what the charisma thing is. Does it have a bonus or does it have a negative bonus? What is it? Or is it just straight 19?
Straight 19.
Alright, so... 14. Aha! I too have a 19 as the save.
Oh, well, ties always win in favor of the player in my games,
I
so
love that.
it is listening to you.
You are now my skeletal friend. And that you will stay as long as I don't fall unconscious.
It just kind of chatters at you.
Alright,
Like-
follow me, new best friend. Hey, Selwyn, check this out.
It's not going to like that.
It's not gonna like what?
Getting into my auras of protection.
Oh, okay. A creature, I have no idea what to name it. I'll do it later. Alright, so what did you all need me to stick my hand into?
That glowing thing in the middle.
There's a little bitty speck in the middle there. Send your skull buddy in after it.
No, I would not do it. Look, the first thing you do when you're investigating some type of magical augury thing is you got to taste the magic just like we did before. So, first and foremostly, I lick the aura of magic coming from this. What do I taste?
Air. There is no taste to the aura of magic.
Ah, transparent magic. My instincts tell me that it is completely safe to leap into fully. So I leap into it fully.
I see no problem with this plan.
You climb into the center with the little speck of glowing magic, and absolutely nothing happened.
I am holding Scully in my hand.
Okay.
I'm not married to that name. It's the best I could come up with.
It's just a placeholder. Your hand just passes through it. It's
Well, it appears this is totally safe and completely lackluster.
Yeah, I had my hopes up for that. Oh well.
We both did. We're both
All right.
disappointed in this scenario.
everybody roll perception checks. Now that you've successfully goofed around. Oh my goodness.
Amanda's.
There we go. Okay, so Mary and Zika are kind of conversing over what's happening here. Selwyn, you notice that these zodiac signs on the table are all raised up, and they almost look like pressure plates.
Ah. Let's push one.
Let's.
Okay.
Well, I'm standing. What is that? The twins in front of me? I've got little dots on it, so I can't see it.
Gemini?
Is that Gemini in front of me?
Looks like it.
Let's see. Yes,
Yes.
Gemini.
Push down Gemini.
Okay. It pushes down and stays locked in place. And you see one of the outer rings of the gyro begin to spin on its own.
All right. Start walking around to the left, pushing them.
Oh, how did I not notice those?
Mary, aren't you the smart one?
I am the smart one. I just can't see, apparently.
Right. So you push the next two, and once you push down the third one, which I can't really tell what one that is, to be honest with you, because of the junk that's on the table. You press it down, and all three buttons pop back up, and the gyro begins to slow down. all of the rings kind of coming to a stop, and you notice that they have developed a couple fracture cracks in them, and it appears that the buttons need to be pushed in a certain order.
My vast intelligence tells me that we need to push these buttons in a certain order.
What is your vast intelligence telling you the order is?
I can tell you for certain that it's not the two we just pressed.
A fair assumption for sure.
Yes, yes.
January, February.
What if you said the first one was the little twins, the second one was some kind of crab?
And they stayed down.
They stayed down. Okay,
It's
what?
when I pushed to the third one.
Well, we could do this a couple of ways. Firstly, Mary, you could read all of these books. Something's gotta tell you what to do.
I support this plan.
Alright, now that she's occupied, Selwyn, let's you and me just strong-arm this thing.
Mary's off researching a solution. She'll get back to you some eventually.
I'll supervise if you just want to keep pushing buttons, Selwyn.
Go push Capricorn. Go push Aquarius.
Is that what you're doing?
Sure.
Again, just like the first three, it begins to spin as you push them, and on the third button, they all reset. The gyro slows down, and it appears to be even more cracked than before.
Does it make a large grinding noise?
Oh yeah.
Mary spins around. Hey! Thought we had a plan here.
Oh, we had a plan for sure.
Faster.
Everybody roll intelligence checks real quick.
I pull out my duct tape.
I can fix this. Oh wow.
It's got a gnarly set of tools at home. I can fix this.
So, using all of your vast intelligences and realizing that, hey, that didn't work so good, you all kind of get this, oh yeah, hey, remember way back when we first came into this temple, there was zodiac symbols on the floor?
Oh.
I recall saying that Mary would make a note of those with her vast intelligence at the time.
It is
Her
coming
player
to
did not.
fruition.
Mary did.
But Mary did. Does anybody remember what the symbols were?
I am not the note-taking kind
Zodiac.
of.
Wasn't it the little lobster up there?
I'm pretty sure a Leo is in there. And a Virgo.
Well, we have two of the three, so it's just remembering which one is which.
Leo, Virgo, and
Then the lobster, yeah. A lobster or maybe the
Seeing a
fishies.
blink over there on one.
that's a scorpion, not a lobster.
It keeps blinking.
Look, we never cooked anything in that oven. I'm still very hungry. And Scully here, I need to figure out the better name, is void of meat.
I'll
so
get
I
you one
can't-
of the hens and call it Mulder.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Well, since you guys have figured out 2 out of 3, and 2 out of 3 ain't bad, the third symbol, because I am a fair and just DM,
No, let
was
us break
Libra.
this.
Libra. I was going to say Capricorn.
Which one is Libra?
The
the
scales.
scales.
Makes sense, Tyr.
Ah, yes.
And so, putting all of these things together, are you pushing those 3 boutons?
Yes.
Let's not.
Yep.
Wonderful. You push the 3 buttons. The gyro fires up, begins spinning wildly faster than before, and that little speck in the center suddenly begins to grow. It eventually gets to such a large size that it fills the inner sphere of the gyro. And as soon as it touches the metal, it emits a pulse which completely decimates all of the little creatures in this room. And all of you...
Bye, Scully.
No.
No, I was about to name him Pidge number 2.
all of you open your eyes from the blinding flash to find yourself in a very temporal astral place.
Can we say celestial?
Celestial, yes. The blue and purple that you see that looks kind of like water is actually space flowing like water. There are areas of land to which you can walk, and standing directly in front of you is a massive pedestal, I guess is the way, altar, platform. We'll go with platform. And standing atop it are multiple deities. You see Garl Glittergold, who is the god of the gnomes. You see Alona, who is a huntress, goddess of the hunt. You see Moradin standing kind of in the middle there. Yep, the dwarfen fella. And then I forgot who I marked down for the other two. But this is like a massive, like, paradise. And all of these gods are kind of looking at you at this point.
It's been more than 20 minutes, right?
It has now, yes.
Yeah, then I'm not angeled anymore. Good.
No, not in angel form anymore.
Sel, when you do the talking, I feel like I would get us in trouble.
Are you all gods?
So this fella here comes down. Welcome. We are so pleased that you have made it. We were beginning to think that you weren't going to be able to make it past Endarin's forces. Welcome to the last surviving area of Humalaut. We are, in fact, the gods.
Kneel before them.
Remain standing.
This is quite a nice garden you got here.
It pleases me, Selwyn, that you still follow the way of the old gods. Truly, your heart is pure and noble. We must sincerely apologize for bringing you here this way. It was not our intention, but with the eclipse, this was the only way that we could reach out to the mortal world.
Of course, my lords. And my lady.
It is a truly sad situation that we have found ourselves. But surely if you have spoken with Ark, you know that we require your assistance.
Of course. How may we serve?
Corellin Lotharian, our leader and god of the elves, has been placed in a magical slumber thanks to Endarin. The only way to awaken him is to end the spell, and the only way to end the spell is to end Endarin.
What's the smell taste like?
Salty, with a hint of nutty oak.
That evil person. How dare he? Ugh.
Now, obviously, sending you ill-prepared would just be a folly on our part. And as such, all of us are willing to transfer some of our knowledge unto you. We will also provide you with a special item that will be beneficial to you. Magical in nature, of course.
Thank
If you are willing to undertake this task, of course.
Accepted.
Selwyn, without question.
I think they're waiting on you two.
Yeah, Mary, Sika.
Mary is sort of scratching her head, like, you know, to be honest, like, I never really believed in any of you. But,
Be nice. Be nice.
but
Ever heard the word smite?
I don't think smiting is possible.
They gave us power. I think they could probably smite us with the same power.
All right, you're right. Something weird is going on here. Yeah, I mean, what? Sure.
That's very noble of you, Mary. Now look, gods, I'm totally here to party. It sounds like a very fun time, but I feel like there's just something more you could give us all. With a 20 naturally for my persuasion check.
Oh my. Wow. So he kind of stares at you for a moment, and I see that you have greed in your heart, and I suppose that can be respected in some small form.
I consider it more determination rather than greed, but call it what you will. You're much older than the rest of these two.
What would you also like?
I think the items, very helpful, I totally get it. The knowledge, very helpful, I get that too. I think that maybe either a secondary beneficial item or maybe more advanced knowledge. Maybe you pull together and give us multiple things. That's all I'm trying to say.
You know, you drive a hard bargain.
I've been told
and considering we really would like to be freed again, you have yourself a deal.
Well, excellent then. You're welcome, Mary and Selwyn. Just blindly accepting things without trying to figure out more.
There is a slight detail that I probably should have mentioned sooner. Endarin's power is at its absolute weakest during the solar eclipse, and it will end in 1 week's time. So regrettably, you only have 1 week to stand a chance against Endarin.
So you'll be giving us lots of power and lots of knowledge.
Weapons. We need weapons.
I mean, you must understand, the world does not believe in us anymore. Our power has been completely drained. What we are going to give you will completely tap us of our abilities.
Well, I think just doubling up on the knowledge, because, knowledge is power, and knowledge is a girl's best friend, and knowledge is forever. That's probably the best way to go, then, if the weapons are just gonna poof at the end of the week.
No, I assure you, the weapons, they will stay.
Holy spear, holy shield, holy armor, holy shit!
So if we have ourselves a deal, then perhaps we should figure out how we're going to do this then. It seems that all three of you have kind of gravitated towards a particular style that you like. Would this be the knowledge that you would like to retain?
Yes.
I'm
Honestly,
pretty
this
sure.
barrel full of scrolls is probably good enough for me to keep.
Well then, I'll tell you what. Let's see what we can give you. And he turns and heads up here to this glowing portal, and the other gods kind of gather around to begin forging magical godlike items to give you. And with that, we're going to wrap things up. I will be granting you guys your items, and we'll be discussing class options, which is the knowledge that they speak of, off of camera. That way, we're not boring everybody with too much jargon. And besides that, we still have a whole other group that has somehow been separated, and we have to figure out what to do with them and how to grant them their powers.
Through us. They just give us all of the power for everybody.
Yeah, just give it to you.
3 of us will share it as soon as we see them.
Yeah.
Infusions are all about. It's giving power to your party members, so.
Where was that panache when they just offered us the knowledge blindly?
Right. But I want to say thank you to everybody who popped into chat. Neri and Pug, your roles were instrumental in making this happen, so thank you all very much. And yes, to answer your question, I did not want to leave that role to chance. Thank you very much, Pug. Thank you, everybody, and thank you to the cast for doing your absolute best, even though we were down half a team. Thank you all for making a 30-minute fight last 5 seconds. That's absolutely amazing. I'm all about that. So thank you all very much, and we will see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.
In a world void of normal magic, an evil wizard named Dendarin laid claim to the kingdom of Saldoros, forcing the people to serve his whim. But a group of bungling idiots. What? Oh, I mean heroes, struggle to oppose him. Have you ever wondered if everything you knew relied on a die roll? And what if that die roll was just awful?